everybody, welcome to Sleep Phase Finance. Here to help you invest for your future so it'll make it a lot easier. Today we're going to be talking about what are stocks. Still amazingly, a lot of people don't know what stocks are. It's nothing against school, but I really do think school should teach this stuff in school, because I know I went to economics. Economics was okay, but they didn't teach financials as far as like how to invest your money and things like that. Like, I really do think that would be a lot of benefits in the educational part of school, because there'll be so much more investors and younger entrepreneurs if they found out about this stuff back then before they even got out of school, because they could have started with a lot less effort and later down the line have a lot better turnout. Not saying that you can't have a better turnout. Basically, stocks are pieces of companies which people like you and I buy. Companies allow us to buy small percentages of their company in order for us to feel, what's the word for it? A part of their company. So if I walk out there and I buy a stock of Apple, technically I own some of Apple, and I can walk out there and say, hey, I own a piece of Apple. I actually do. And that's basically what a stock is. A stock is a piece of their whole pie. It's just a piece of a company that it is allowed for other people to buy. There are plenty of ways to buy stocks. There's a lot of brokerages. I use more than one brokerage. I use up to 4 apps. Each app all serves different purposes. No one ever says you have to have exactly one brokerage. I like to keep my stuff spread out. Not everybody likes to keep their spread out. It all depends on you. I use Robinhood. I use Webull. I also use M1 Finance and Acorns. I'm going to talk to you about what each app is about. Every app is good at different things. Not one app rules them all, but some are better than others. And those will be brought to you in later on videos. These first couple videos that I'm making are going to be real short and simple, just so y'all can get the broad aspect of what we're doing here. Just so y'all won't be overwhelmed when I break it down into details later on. And also, there's different types of investings. Not every investor is the same. Some people go for the long run, some people go for investing for the short run. The way you invest all depends on you. For me, I invest for the long run, so I'm not worried about things that are right now. I invest for my future. I don't invest for right now, because I do work a 9-to-5 job. There's nothing wrong with that, but I have support for now. Eventually, it will become a main source, or even a secondary. It's still a secondary income, but it's not a high secondary income, because it takes time unless you start off with money to make money. Money makes money. Different strategies of investing involve day trading, swing trading, or dividend investing. Those are ways that many people use. Some ways are riskier than others. Day trading, basically, I'm gonna summarize it for y'all. You hold on to a stock for about a day or two, day or 3 at the most, maybe even a week, if a week is pushing it, and you flip it. You take what you have and you flip it for a higher price. And then further on down, swing trading is almost the same thing as day trading, but it's over a longer period of time. So what you usually do in a couple of days, you do months at a time. So 1 month you buy it and you sit on it for 2 to 3 months and then flip it for a higher price. That's basically the goal of swing trading. It's not doing it as quick, but it gives you a longer time to see the ups and downs, and maybe if you are able to pick a pattern and be able to have a higher return out in the end. And then the last thing that I do, I am a dividend investor. Now the last thing I'm talking about, what I do, I'm a dividend investor. I invest in stocks for the long run, and they pay me monthly to hold on to them. Not everybody likes the idea of holding on to something, but it's like one of those things that you just hold on to because you know you're going to get something out of it. So I get paid every month, and somewhere on this page, I'm going to put my Robinhood account for y'all to see all the payments that I be getting every other month. Some pay often than others. Not gonna say I sit here and get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars every month, but it could be working up to that. Because technically right now I make 15 bucks. It's nothing, but it's 15 bucks that I know is always gonna be there. How many of y'all can say, I'm gonna sit down, relax, and I'm gonna make 15 bucks while I sleep? I don't think so. Because, yeah, some people do. If you don't, that's the reason. I make it while I sleep. And it's something that I always know there. It's something that I only had to work for doing once. I didn't have to spend my active hours going out somewhere and putting in the actual labor for that day to make it. I sat back, invested my money so it could work for me, and now it's giving me a profit of roughly around $15 every month. Now, there's different ways that I can improve upon that by compounding it every other month. 15 plus 15, and then next month I'm working around 30, and then the next month after that, so on and so on. You can stack these effects, because then after that point, your base rate will increase to a higher rate, and then you'll have more of a turnout. And all you have to do is just hold on to it. Buying and holding, that's just like when people buy old antiques. You hold on for old antiques for longer and longer, they get worth more and more money. Same thing with dividends. They become worth a little bit more. Companies sometimes also increase their dividends. So then I would get double money on top of that. So I would buy it for a certain price, get paid a little bit less than what it was worth, but I get paid continuously, and I get paid that money. And then once that dividend increases, I get paid the difference in the dividend, which is worth more than what it was. So a dividend of, let's say $1 is now worth a dividend of $2. So now I just made an increase of $2 that I'm getting every month. And that's all we have for today for Sleep-Based Finance. I will be back next time. Thank y'all for joining. Please be sure to shoot us a message if you have any questions about anything in the video or anything related to the subject. Thank y'all. Enjoy.